You need to put that every once in a while. That's what took place that night. And I want people to start seeing that. And I want you all to start speaking up more than, if you already are, keep doing it. If you aren't, you need to be more. But, let me go into Benghazi, at least at the very beginning. When we got the call at 9:32, and I remember being 9:32 because I looked at my watch. I know I can be bothered at night, hated it, so I know I looked at my watch. Because I remember on the radio call, our GRS team leader said, hey, we know GRS in the team room. Me and Boo got spun up. We got our gear. Boo, best friend. Been deploying with him for 10 years. And he's a Marine. Imagine that, a Ranger and a Marine, our best friends. That doesn't happen often. But I remember we got our gear and we headed out the door. And I remember the team was awesome. We had Ty Woods, passed away that night, Navy SEAL, Jack Silva, Navy SEAL. We had Mark Osgeist, Marine, E.B. Forspoon, a Marine, and John Tiger, a Marine too. And the team, we were good. 5 minutes, we're ready to go. And I remember seeing the attack. I remember seeing the bullets flying. You can see it. It's beautiful, actually, if you let yourself be involved in battle, in combat, and you accept through God, hey, God has me here. I'm supposed to be here in this point and place in time. And if I die in this battle through the day, I die at peace with you. But if you accept that, battle is gorgeous. I remember I used this first car bomb I saw in Baghdad. Boom, I watched it and I'm like, wow, that was beautiful. And then God said, get your butt moving, Ranger. And I started moving. But that teamwork, that camaraderie, and that acceptance, because we're not worried about ourselves. You're not worried about us dying. We're worried about, I'm not worried about me dying. I'm worried about my buddies dying. I'm worried about going over there and helping Americans that need it. And you're seeing the firefight. We're only 3/4 mile away. And in 5 minutes, we're ready to go. 9:37, I remember going with my chief. I said, we're ready to go, chief. Team leader's standing over here, too. He's an employee. He's in charge of us. CIA staffer's in charge of us. No military experience, but he's in charge. That's government work for you. Chief, I said, chief, we're ready to go. Ty gave me a thumbs up. Said, this car's ready. And chief says, actually, he didn't even say it directly to me. He looked at the team leader. He says, you tell these guys they need to wait. And I remember looking at my chief, looking at my team leader. Team leader had the gall to actually look at me because I'm only standing 10 feet away. He says, you guys need, and I stopped him. I said, I got it. Walk back to the car. Now keep in mind, we're hearing the firefight, we're watching it. We're hearing Scott and Alec and Dave, the State Department officers who were with the ambassador, the primary guys, calling us on the radio. I want you guys to imagine. I want you to think that your family member, your best friend, you guys have served, your buddy, your team leader, your battle buddy, your ranger buddy, your SEAL buddy, your SEAL team buddy. They're calling for your help. You can't go. You can't go. Because your leadership is telling you no. Telling you no. You can't go. Now they're on their phones. Now don't ask me who they were talking to because to this day I have still not been told who they were talking to on the phones. I don't know. I do know in real time that messages were going out to Rosalind from Alec Henderson, who was in the top, trapped in the top, watching his team get decimated via CCT cameras. He's putting up stuff on email saying, we're under attack. Rosalind is State Department, 7th floor. That night, the 3 people in charge were Hillary Clinton, Patrick Kennedy, Charlene Lamb. Those 3. There needs to be more discussion about Patrick Kennedy and Charlene Lamb's involvement in this. For those of y'all who don't know those names, start asking. Well, they're putting the word up. We also had a radio operator, and this wasn't portrayed in the movie, but we had a radio operator there, an old Vietnam guy, who was our radio guy, and he was actually putting up on our SATCOM radios that we were under attack, that we needed help, there was a terrorist attack. So when the government tells you that they didn't know what was going on real time until later, that's a lie. They knew.
That's a lie.
All right, so we're waiting, we're sitting there, and we're watching the attack, and we're hearing our buddy's faces plead with us. Alec, I remember him saying, GRS, Costa's been over on GRS, where are you? GRS. 15 minutes, he said, GRS, you swore you'd get here, where are you? And that did hurt, because we did give our word. There's a scene that's actually portrayed in the movie where we did a site assessment, walk around the consulate, and we're looking at the facility, and I remember doing it that day. And the guy who plays me in the movie, Pablo Schreiber, he is by far the best actor in the movie. I don't know. He's almost as good looking as me, not quite. But I remember looking at Alec and Scott and Dave and saying, man, what do you guys got? You guys got any rifles? Do you have any? Well, we got M4s. Roger that. Anything bigger? Well, we got for machine guns. But our leadership, Hillary Clinton, Patrick Kennedy, Charlene Lamb, said it was too high profile. Didn't want to offend the locals with a machine gun. So you guys didn't know that. I know that. If you haven't read the Benghazi Select Committee report, you won't. That's actually in there. That report is very damning. just people don't want to take the time to read the 600 pages. I said, Roger, I said, look at your walls. Ain't no Constantino barn, they're soft. You got a building that overlooks this compound, it's a sniper's paradise. I said, you get attacked by any big element, you're all going to effing die. And I realized that I shouldn't have said it to them because it kind of freaked them. I mean, when somebody tells you, hey, you're in a foreign country, you're going to die, they didn't really take it well. I remember Scott's eyes came about right here. And I remember all of us that day saying, guys, if you ever need us, we'll come get you. We gave our words. And that's something that you don't see in D.C. enough anymore. Integrity is what it is. You don't see integrity, ethics. When a Marine, I should say 3 Marines, 2 SEALs and a Ranger give our words, it's 100%. That's solid. We're going. So come back to 9/11/2012, we're sitting there waiting, thinking, and we give our words, and those guys are dying. In our heads, we're thinking that's going to be a suicide mission now, or it's just going to be a body cleanup mission. That's what we're doing. And our leadership's still on the phone. They're still talking. They're still trying to figure it out. They're out of their element. I think a lot of people in D.C., I believe, I've been around a lot of politicians lately up in D.C. A lot of them are out of their element all the time. Well, what they like to do, and I don't know everything either. I don't. That's why I have you guys here, because I want you guys to ask questions. I want you guys to tell me. What leadership we don't have in D.C. right now, what they don't do right now is they don't defer to the subject matter experts. There's too much damn pride. They don't want to say, hey, I don't know. Let me ask my guy right here. Let me ask my advisor. Let me ask this gentleman over here. And then their advisors, if their advisors don't know, they're too proud to go ask another one. Most people that know what's going on in these countries are the guys that are on the ground. Most people that know how to defeat terrorism are those guys in the boots on the ground. We're the diplomats. I saw it in Benghazi. Not the diplomats that go have their little dinners and their meetings with all the hires up within the locals. It's the guys that are on the ground like us, GRS, beautiful, love my job. Because I got to go in the city, I got to eat all the food I want to, I got to blend in with the locals. Sometimes we even live within the cities, within the locals, like Libya. And actually, food's quite good. You just got to get used to being sick for about a week. Well, I'm about good news, aren't bad, actually. Well, like I said, we're waiting. And then I remember hearing Tig get out of his car, seeing him. Tig's fighting with the chief. Now I'm watching. When I say I'm hearing them, I'm just kind of hearing words because I'm in an armored vehicle. I can't hear exactly what they're saying. But I remember Tig got pissed off, got back in his car. And I go, Tig, what's going on? He goes, Chief's telling us we got to stand down. And I know that's a big political hotbed right now. We were not told to stand down. I didn't see CNN there. Maybe they were. Maybe they're up on the roof. Maybe Anderson Cooper was in the back of my truck. I didn't see it. What I'm saying is, you got to stop looking at all that propaganda that goes on TV. If you want to believe the propaganda media over a Marine, be my guest. But I got probably a bunch of Marines in there that probably want to take you out to the woodshed and tell you it's wrong. But that's when leadership on the ground started to take over. When he said that, that's what Boone said he's doing it again. A lot of you guys didn't know that this consulate had been hit twice before. They've been attacked twice before, not on 2012. We tried to respond to those attacks. We were told to not go. The only reason you didn't see them on the news is because they were small attacks. They were just IEDs on the outside walls, improvised explosive devices that blew up the exterior walls. There was no follow-on after. So there were no casualties. That's why they did that. They were seeing if there'd be a response time. Terrorists aren't dumb. They use everything at their disposal. They were seeing if there'd be somebody to respond. So if they did hit it when there was a high-value target on there, like Ambassador Stevens, who, if you want to give him an equivalency, he's a 3-star general. That's his equivalency. That's his rank. He did not donate to a foundation and was given an ambassadorship. He had worked his way up. He was a patriot, doing a great job with it. They blew us exterior walls up, and when we didn't respond, we were told to stand down, not go. Well, hey, when the ambassador gets here, we're just going to get it. And all they had to do was look at the plane tickets. We used to fly. We didn't have U.S. aircraft in Libya. We actually had to fly out Libya Air back and forth from Benghazi to Tripoli, just like getting a ticket from Delta. And when you go through customs there at Benin Airfield, there's a little guy from Ansel Sharia sitting at a desk with a notebook, and they know you're there. Well, knowing his schedule, because where it's a hotbed with me, and a hot button with me, and this is where I don't see how people do not see this. And this bothers me because, again, Benghazi shows politics is continually put before protecting our country, protecting people within our country. They knew he was coming. They wanted to see a response. And how do they know he was coming? Let me just put it to you this way. For any of y'all that are going into cybersecurity, or you're going to go in the military and work in any sort of intelligence that involves computers, classified documents, or using classified mobile devices or servers, when you put it out, when you put any information out, be it email or anything, when you hit send on an open server, those guys got it. And they had it. They're awesome. And the Iranians, you think they're not helping them? Oh yeah. And the Chinese, oh yeah. They knew he was coming because classified information was going over and over and over through State Department channels, through a lady that's running for president on open server. Yes, you're right. West Texas, Lubbock, he's still talking, he's still talking to manner. But that's also, again, when we heard that, I remember I looked at Boone and said, we're going to have to buck orders. We knew that we'd lose our jobs. We knew that at the very least we'd lose our jobs. We knew that if we died over there, our insurance, called Defense-Based Act Insurance, some of you contractors in the room know what that is. It's the worst insurance in the world. We're going out on almost stupid news. We know if we die, or if we get killed, or die or get injured over there, we have no health insurance, we have no life insurance. We know that. It doesn't matter. American life is more important than any monetary value or any political careers, or careers of anything, anytime. The 25-minute mark is where we heard Alec Henderson say, and we consulted on that whole movie. People that say that movie's not right, or it's a right-wing conspiracy or a right-wing over-exaggeration. Why don't you go a step in the desert and I'll shoot by your head for a little bit. You tell me how much of exaggeration it is. We consulted on the entire thing, from the script writing all the way to the completion of it. When Alec Henderson said, if you guys don't get here, we're all going to F and die, that's when the politics went out the window. Genders, ethnicities, religions, everything's out the window. We're a team. And we basically told our chief to F off and we left. We did the right thing. We left.